please welcome your first LEGO League Challenge Masters of Ceremonies from First Canada, Karthik Kanagasabapathi.
Hey everyone, welcome to another First LEGO League Challenge event. We've got a lot of good stuff happening today because we are here for the Windsor remote qualifying event. I know we're not in person. I know it's a little bit different, but can you make some noise for me? Come on, I want to hear the noise. Let's do this. Woo! That's right. We got a lot of energy, we got a lot of excitement happening here because we are here to showcase and celebrate the learning accomplishments of First LEGO League Challenge teams. That means we are here to celebrate how awesome all of you are. That's what's going on. We are going to be doing a lot of fun stuff today. We got match footage with commentary. We've got innovation project presentations to look at. And of course, the awards ceremonies to find out who's taking home the hardware and who is qualifying for the First LEGO League Challenge Ontario Provincial Championship taking place in May. So there's so much good stuff happening today, and we can't wait to bring it all to you. But it's very important before we start, as Canadians, to recognize the land we stand upon. As we gather for this meeting, physically dispersed and virtually constructed, let us take a moment to reflect upon the meaning of place, and in doing so, recognize the various traditional lands on which we celebrate today. We acknowledge the elders, past, present, and emerging, of all the land on which we work and live, and their ancestral spirits with gratitude and respect. We acknowledge this land out of respect for the Indigenous nations who have cared for Turtle Island, also called North America, from before the arrival of settler peoples until this very day. Most importantly, we must remember the history of these lands has been tainted by poor treatment and lack of friendship with the First Nations who call them home. This history is something we are all affected by as we are all treaty people in Canada. We all have a shared history to reflect upon, and each of us is affected by this history in different ways. Our past defines our present, but if we move forward as friends and allies, that does not have to define our future. To get us started today at the Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament, please welcome Vice President of St. Clair College, John Farrelly.
Hi, my name is John Farrelly. I'm one of the Vice Presidents here at St. Clair College, and I want to tell you, I am so pleased that you are one of the game changers participating in the first LEGO League Challenge replay. You know, this year is powered by the Star Wars Force for Change, and you know each one of you is a force for change. So thank you for being part of this LEGO competition. We at St. Clair College are waiting for you. Your seats are inside when you're ready to finish high school and come on to St. Clair College. Enjoy and have fun at the LEGO Challenge.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Now, for our second guest, please welcome from Windsor, Essex, First Robotics, the Vice President of Process and Technology Development at Centerline, longtime First supporter, Larry Koszelski.
This is Larry Koszelski from Windsor, Essex, First Robotics. Just wanted to take a couple minutes and first of all, congratulate everybody on the hard work that they've put in over the last few months to prepare for today. I want to wish everyone good luck over the next few days as you go through the competition. And also a big thank you to the coaches who have gone through this interesting time, I guess, and still persevered and got you all here today. So thank you to everybody. Good luck with the competition, and let's have some fun.
Thank you, Larry, for that wonderful message and all your support of First Robotics. Now, this season's been really exciting for a lot of different reasons, and one of them has been this big, great theme we have. So let's find out what it means to be a game changer and why all of you are changing the game.
For centuries, sports have played an integral part of our culture. Moving, collaborating, competing, celebrating. We rally around our athletes, lift them up, and admire their awe-inspiring moments and stories that give us hope. The nature of traditional sports is shifting, and we have the power to be forces for change and redefine the game. No matter whether our talents lie on the court, in the lab, or with a controller in hand, there's an athlete inside each and every one of us. Let's work together to champion every sport and every person that plays the game. It's time for us to revolutionize the way we play and move. It's time to be game changers.
That's right, folks. It's time to be game changers. So FIRST is a nonprofit organization with a mission to get kids excited about science and technology. FIRST and the LEGO Group partnered to create the first LEGO League program back in 1998. 200 kids participated that first year, and as of last year, there were over 320,000 students in nearly 100 countries participating in this program. Went from 200 teams to 320,000 students. That is wild. First LEGO League Challenge teams prepared for this tournament by working together to design and build an autonomous robot and to develop an innovative solution to a real-world problem, all while demonstrating FIRST core values. For the replay season, teams found ways to promote physical activity for people of all ages and abilities by making it safe, fun, and accessible. In the robot game, teams can earn points in 2-minute and 30-second matches by completing missions related to this year's challenge theme about promoting physical activity. So I think it's about time we took a look at these missions to learn what the teams are going to be doing.
This is the replay competition field. There are 14 missions, which can be attempted in any order. You do not have to complete all the missions, just try as many as you can in each 2.5-minute round. Only the score from your best round will be counted. Your robot must start from this launch area, and you should program it to return to this home area when it returns from the field. You can handle and modify your robot while it is in the home area. If your robot and all its equipment is small enough to fit in this small inspection area, you will score 25 points. Mission 1, Innovation Project. During this mission, you will use the white brick model that you have made that represents the solution to your innovation project. The robot moves your white brick model into the replay logo, or to the gray area around the bench. Mission 2, Step Counter. The robot slides the step counter slow and steady. The further it moves, the more points that are scored. Mission 3, Slide. The robot slides the people off the slide and moves them to other areas, completely in home or on the heavy tire. Mission 4, Bench. The robot flattens the bench, removes the backrest, and gets cubes into the hopscotch spaces. Mission 5, Basketball. The robot gets a cube into the crate and raises the crate up the basketball post to the middle height, or to the top height. Mission 6, Pull-up bar. The robot passes completely under the bar in either direction, then later comes back and lifts itself off the mat at the end of the match. Mission 7, Robot Dance. If the robot is dancing on the dance floor at the end of the match, Mission 8, Boccia. If both share models have sent only one cube anywhere into the opposing field, then those cubes color match each other. If there are any color cubes in your frame or target. And if there is at least one yellow cube completely in your target. Mission 9, Tire Flip. The robot flips tires white side up, the heavy black tread tire and the light blue tread tire. If the heavy tire crosses the red flip line at any time, it scores 0. The robot moves the tires into the large target circle. Mission 10, Cell Phone. The robot flips the cell phone white side up. Mission 11, Treadmill. The robot spins the rollers to move the pointer clockwise. The further it moves, the more points scored. Gray, red, orange, yellow, light green, or dark green. Mission 12, Row Machine. The robot moves the free wheel out of the large circle and into its smaller target circle. Mission 13, Weight Machine. Before the match, set the weight machine to the color you want: blue, magenta, or yellow. During the match, the robot forces the large lever down until the little yellow stopper falls to score points. Blue, magenta, or yellow. Mission 14, Health Units. The robot collects health units from around the field, then moves them to target areas, touching the replay logo, touching the gray area around the bench, or looped over the pull-up bar post. Mission 15, Precision. If you interrupt your robot, you will lose a precision token. Precision tokens left on the field can result in extra points. Remember to read the robot game rules and check for any updates during the season. Good luck!
Well, I can't wait to start those missions. That's going to be some really exciting stuff. There's so much going on this replay field. But before we do that, it's really important to recognize some of the sponsors who help make these events happen. And one particular sponsor is Centerline. Thank you, Centerline, for all your support. Now it's time to meet our judges. The judges evaluate teams in 3 areas: robot design, innovation project, and core values, and have the very challenging task of determining award winners from among the many amazing teams that are participating today. Thank you to our judge advisor, Brad Morris, and to all of the judges for volunteering their time to help make this event possible. And of course, after our judges, we need to thank our referees. The referees serve as robot game officials and have had the very difficult task of scoring recorded instead of live matches this year. But with their years of experience and with the guidance of head referee Anthony Aquino, they've done an amazing job, and we are very grateful to them for their volunteering to ensure that everyone has fun while staying within the rules of the game. So thank you, referees. And of course, we should thank our tournament planning committee for the Windsor Remote Qualifying event, led by Tournament Director Daryl Danilon and Volunteer Coordinator Sherry Lynn Kachelski. They've gone to great lengths to organize this remote event. Like all of you, they've had to adapt to this new way to play and have had to learn and apply many new approaches to planning a tournament. But they did an amazing job, and we can't even possibly express how grateful we are to them for volunteering their time to ensure that everyone has had a place to play. Because we need that. We need a place to play. We need a place to replay. You know, we talked about sponsors, but we should talk about them a little bit more. Events like this could not be possible without the help of local sponsors. So let's take a moment to recognize some local sponsors for this FLL Challenge Remote Qualifying Tournament. And now let's take a look at this amazing video from the city of Windsor.
So, you've got an opportunity in Windsor, but it's got you thinking. You've found each other, you've started your family, you want work-life balance. But let's be clear, the place you choose to live can't guarantee balance, but it can give you a head start. So let's put Windsor to the Raise a Family test. Buying a home, a nice home in a great neighborhood, or even building one, completely possible in Windsor. And it's a smaller city, less commute, more time with the family. Your little Einsteins are all set. Great schools with lots of options, all the way up to university and college. And for the junior athletes or the budding artists, the opportunities are as far and wide as they are deep and full of color. And for the day-to-day family stuff, Windsor is the southernmost region in Ontario with 7 months of short-sleeve weather. We're 10 minutes from a major U.S. city. Sports, concerts, shopping, you name it, it's all close. In the end, it's not about making a living, you know that. It's about making a life and finding balance. And it's possible down here in Windsor.
All right, thank you, Windsor. Now, it's time to meet our teams. To help us do that, please welcome the voices of today's event, our game announcers, Caitlin Nickel and Jeremy Henderson. Hey, Caitlin. Hey, Jeremy.
Thanks, Karthik. Nice to see everyone. We're really excited to be your game announcers today and to see what we have in store. Let's get started.
All right, let's meet these teams.
All right, so coming up, we have 1560 Active Apples from Etobicoke.
Next, we have Team 1567, the Sporty Piggies, also from Etobicoke.
After that, we have Team 3436, the Ascenders from Oakville.
Next, Team 13564, the Lego Bots from LaSalle.
As well, we have Team 22062, LaSalle Rosie Bots from Windsor.
Next, Team 27091, UMS Team Fitness Fix from Markham.
And Team 27345, Activate 1 from Etobicoke.
Team 37527, the Brave Robots 3000 from Windsor.
And Team 37543, Changing Skies from Brampton.
Next, Team 44600, the Iskanders from Canada.
And Team 45025, Smart Diamond from Vaughan.
And Team 49026, the Wind Mines from Windsor.
As well, we have a couple rookie teams today. Rookie Team 50421, SKT Robotics from North York.
Another rookie team, Team 5932, the Robo Dominator from Richmond Hill.
And last but not least, the rookie team 51306, Technogrands from Mississauga.
Congratulations to all the teams for competing today, but especially to our 3 rookie teams. We know this has been a long year, a challenging year, but you have made it. You're all here, everyone. So I think it's time to get into the game and have a ball at today's competition. So let's start with some robot matches. Hey, Caitlin, you ready for some matches?
Yes, I am, Karthik. Excited for today.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really great. And in our first match on the left side. So everyone, here's what we're doing. We're going to be showing 2 matches at a time, one on the left side of the screen, one on the right side of the screen. So it's going to be double the action, double the fun, double the excitement. And on the left side, we got Team 51306, the Techno Grands. And on the right side, we got Team 49026, Wind Mines. So we're getting ready to start this match in 3, 2, 1, Lego!
And both teams are off to a start. Looks like the Technograms are back at the home base, getting their robot ready for the next challenge, while the Wind Mines are over working on the treadmill. Technograms going for the pull-up bar.
Guess what? I got a fever.
And Wind Mines going for the row machine.
Small cowbell.
I know we can't see you guys, but I want you cheering for your teams. If I can't hear you at my house, it's not loud enough. Technograms going for the step counter, while the Wind Mines are over working on the weight machine.
It doesn't work for me.
Wind Mines working on the bocce ball. And the Technograms are heading over to the bocce ball as well. And the Wind Mines just got the bocce ball over to the other side. Both teams back at the home base, getting their robot ready for the next challenge with just under a minute left. Wind Mines head over to the bench, and they go back to the home base while the Technograms are getting their robot ready. Both teams working together and showing some great teamwork as they get their robots ready for the next challenge, and that was the 30-second mark. Both teams on the move. Technograms going for the pull-up bar, while the Wind Mines go for bocce. And a dance party over in the Wind Mines for humans and robots. I love to see it. Great job, teams.
All right.
And back to Karthik for the score.
Thank you, Caitlin. I'm having my own dance party over here. That match was so exciting. There was so much good stuff happening there. And that good stuff all translates into these scores we're going to be looking at right now. So first, for the Technograms, 355 points. And for Wind Mines, 49026, 335 points. Great jobs to both teams. What a way to kick this event off. Windsor remote qualifying event here. First Lego League Challenge brought to you by First Canada. All sorts of good stuff happening. But I think it's time for another match. Do you think so, Jeremy?
Yeah, let's get this started.
Hey, Jeremy, I got to tell you got a few fans in the Twitch chat. There's some people there who are definitely fans of yours. So see if you
I'm glad to hear
see
it.
if you can keep them entertained. But we got this match. On the left side, we got team 22062, LaSalle Rosiebaugh. And on the right side, team 27345, Activate 1. So we're going to get this match started in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
Both teams off to a quick start. Team Activate 1 looks like it's heading towards the bench. And Activate 1 setting up for their next program, retrofitting their robot. The LaSalle Rosiebaugh program continues to run. Looks like they're going for the pull-up bar. Team Activate 1 setting up for their next program. And LaSalle Rosiebaugh, just barely don't make it back to the startup area. Both teams setting up their next program. A lot of moving parts here. And Activate 1 is off, moving quick. Looks like we're heading toward the row machine. Pulling that row up. And off to Precision. Well, LaSalle Rosiebaugh are also off, moving towards the step counter. Both teams in their setup area. About a minute left. Activate 1 is off again. Looks like they're heading towards a step counter as well. LaSalle Rosie Bots is lining up. And off they go. LaSalle Rosie Bots going to the flip. And that's the 30-second mark. LaSalle Rosie Bots are excited about that one. Activate 1 with about 15 seconds left, and they're off. LaSalle Rosie Bots are already doing their dance party. Can Activate 1 join them? Oh, and they just drop into the boccia. And end with a dance party. Oh. Okay, well, we got LaSalle Rosie Bots. Perfect. Can we get some scores?
We can absolutely get some scores, but I just want to talk about how pumped the students were on those teams. They're jumping, they're dancing, they're hugging, all sorts of good stuff. When Activate hit the bocce ball mission, they were just like, yo! Super exciting stuff. That's the energy of First LEGO League Challenge. It's really, really cool to see. So are these scores. So started off with team 22062, LaSalle Rosie Bots, 290 points. Great job. And 27345, Activate 1, 325. Wow. Our teams came to play here today at the Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament. And so let's not waste any time, and we'll dive into our third match. You ready for that, Caitlin?
I am pumped.
Okay, let's do that. Caitlin's pumped. We got to get this match started. We're going to start on the left side with team 27091, UMS Team Fitness Fix. And on the right side, team 50421, SKT Robotics. So, I think we're ready. We're going to get this match started in 3, 2, 1, LEGO!
And both teams waste no time. They are off and ready to get some challenges in. SKT Robotics going for the step counter. Both teams getting their robots ready for the next challenge. UMS Team Fitness Fix going for the bench. While SKT Robotics is able to get the slide. UMS Team Fitness Fix is on the move, going for the step counter. UMS Team Fitness Fix is over on the treadmill, while SKT Robotics is heading over to the pull-up bar. The boccia. And they are able to get some into the area. Both teams headed back to the home base. One minute left, so lots of time to still score some points. Let's see what these teams will be doing next, with just about 30 seconds left. SKT Robotics on the move, and they are able to get one of the health units into the replay logo. Five seconds left. Let's hear it for both teams. Good job. Back to Carpet for some scores.
Before we do the scores, Caitlin, the chat has been going wild here. They're offering you Doritos. Are you a fan of Doritos?
Oh, I love Doritos.
Well, you have some fans in there. They're saying that Cool Ranch is your thing, both you and Jeremy. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, wow.
I'm more of a sweet chili heat person myself, but we'll see.
Yeah, I prefer the nacho cheese,
Oh,
but that's
a good one too. All right, let's take a look at our scores from that match. On the left side, we had Team 27091, UMS Fitness Fix, 200 points. Wow. And for SKT Robotics, what do we got? 210 points. Great job to both teams. A lot of scores teams can be very proud of here. But now it's time for our fourth match. So, Jeremy, hey, what's your favorite Dorito flavor?
I have to go with nacho cheese as well.
Nacho cheese.
I can't be supporting the Cool Ranch in the chat.
Yeah, you know, Cool Ranch, it's like, okay, but I really like the sweet chili heat. I like the spicier the better is the way it goes for me. So,
yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. In our next match, match number 4, on the left side, we got Team 3436, the Ascenders. And on the right side, Team 37527, Brave Robots 3000. I love you, 3000. Like Morgan Stark, Tony Stark. Rip Iron Man. Miss him already. Okay, we're gonna get this match started in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
Alright, the Ascenders and Brave Robots 3000 both off of their first missions. Looks like the Ascenders went for the bench, and the Brave Robots 3000 are slowly but surely doing the step counter. Judging by that clap, I'd say they just earned some points as now they head their way towards the pull-up bar. It looks like the Ascenders are near the basketball. And they pull it back to the setup area. Brave Robots 3000 do the weight machine. And the Ascenders are off again on their next mission, while the Brave Robots 3000 are now on the bocce or the cell phone. Oh, and they're throwing some more cubes into the bocce. This is a great autonomous program from Brave Robots 3000. They've been out of base for over a minute. And the Ascenders quickly rush back to base, setting up for their next mission. And it looks like they earn more points, the Brave Robots 3000, with another cube in the bocce, as the Ascenders are off. And they drop 5 or 6 cubes into the bocce themselves. Brave Robots 3000 setting up for their next mission. And the Ascenders pull back to the setup area. That's the 30-second mark. The Ascenders going towards the pull-up bar. Alright. See if both teams can make it to the dance area. The Ascenders got a little groove going on, and so does Brave Robots 3000. Great job from both teams. Karthik, can we get some scores for that amazing match?
Yeah, we sure can, Jeremy. And the scores are coming in quick. They're coming in hot. On the left side, the Ascenders, 34-36. Their score was 400 points. Wow! Big number. We've been seeing high scores all over the place. Ontario teams just know how to do it. And on the right side, team 37-527, the Brave Robots 3000, 385. Big time, baby. That's how you do it. So those matches were great, but let's go right into another set. Caitlin, ready for this?
I am ready, Karthik.
All right, this match is only going to have one team featured. There's an odd number of teams at this event, so only one team. They'll be on the left side of your screen, and they are team 13564, the Lego Bots. Lego Bots makes a lot of sense to me. Let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
All right, there's only one team on, so I want to hear extra loud cheers. And they are off there over at the treadmill trying to rack up some points. And it looks like they are headed back to the home base. Some good teamwork going on as they prepare their robot for the next challenge. Looks like they're going for the step counter. And they're going to complete another challenge. They're going for the boccia. And they head over to the bench before making it back to the home base with just under a minute left. The robot's on the move again. They are able to get the boccia into the area. And that's the 30-second mark. I love seeing this teamwork. 10 seconds left. And they get a dance party. What a great way to end the match. All right, Karthik, let's see their scores.
Sorry, I'm just dancing here, having a dance party myself. You just have to dance. The replay action is so good. And we'll take a look at the score for Team 13-5-64. 325 points. That is a score definitely worth dancing about. And now we're going to jump into match number 6. Jeremy, want to do match number 6?
Yeah, I'd love to do match number 6. Who do we got coming up?
Well, in this one, we got on the left side, Team 37-5-43, Changing Skies. And on the right side, 44-600, Iskanders. So, we are
great teams.
Yeah, a lot of great teams, a lot of great action coming up right now. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Woo!
And we are off with Changing Skies wiggling their way through the map as Iskanders set up for their first mission. And Iskanders are off. I like the little LED lights they have on the front. Iskanders going for the Precision mission as Changing Skies sets up for their next. And Iskanders fly back to the setup area. Changing Skies going for the step counter, slowly pushing that out. Looks like Iskanders are also going for it. Skies has made it to the dance-off. Looks like they want to dance for a while as Iskanders set up for their next mission. What a good shot of that dance party. Iskanders making their way. What mission are they going for next? Looks like they're going for the boccia. And they push the red cube. And back to setup area, setting up for their next mission with 50 seconds left to go. 30 seconds left to go, and Iskander's joined the dance party. Chat saying they like this music, and apparently so do these robots.
Yeah, it looks like Changing Skies finished up a little bit early, and Iskander's they're content to just spin around and do the dance, like doing the twist, I guess? The twist?
Yeah, we got a minute and a half of the twist to this great music. Gives us time to calculate scores.
Yeah, pirouette, rat-tat-tat. Nicely done, Iskanders. Really great match here.
Yeah, great job from both teams. Let's get those scores.
Thanks, Jeremy. And the scores for match 6 for Changing Skies. On the left side, we got a score of 115 points, 37-5-43. Nicely done. And Iskanders with their dance moves at the end, 155. Great job to both teams. So now we're going to move into match number 7, which I believe is our second last match. Wow, time really flies when you're having fun at the Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament. So Caitlin, ready for this?
I am ready and excited.
I am excited too because I really love these two team names. Coming up on the left, we got Team 1567, the Sporty Piggies. Oink, oink, oink. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went to FLL Challenge. That's right. And on the right side, we got Team 1560, the Active Apples. As opposed to the stationary apples, which kind of just sit there and people draw pictures of them. Okay, let's get this match started. In 3, 2, 1, Lego!
And both teams are off. I have to agree with Karthik. I really like these two teams' names. The Sporty Piggies are heading over to the boccia, while the Active Apples head to the bench. Both teams back at the home base, getting ready for their next challenge. And 40 Piggies go for the bench. Active Apples on the move. And they go for the boccia. Sporty Piggies heading over to the bench. I see some great teamwork by the Sporty Piggies. I have to say that's my favorite part about these events, seeing the teams work together to get their robot moving. Active Apples headed over to the step counter. And the Sporty Piggies are copying them at the step counter as well. Both teams getting some points in with 1 minute left. It's the second last match, so you have to be cheering nice and loud. Active Apples going over to the underneath the pull-up bar and over to the boccia. Oh, and they get their dance party in. Sporty Piggies head under the pull-up bar, drop off some boccia, and now they are over to their dance party. I love seeing 2 dancing robots at the end of the mat. Great job, teams. And Karthik, let's see those scores.
That's right, we're going to take a look at those scores. But I have to agree, Caitlin, because, dancing by yourself is fun. But when you're dancing with someone else, that's where the action's at. That's the good time. And we saw that with the Sporty Piggies and the Active Apples. Let's see if they got rewarded for it with the scores. For the Sporty Piggies, 265 points. And our Active Apples, 225 points. Great job, teams. And now it is time for our last match of the day, Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament. Jeremy, ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's end on a good note.
Oh, I think we will, because we have on the left side, Team 5932, the Robo Dominator. And And on the right side, 45025, Smart Diamond.
Sound like some hardcore teams.
Diamonds are the hardest structure in the world, something like that. The hardness scale, you can't scratch them. So let's take a look at this match starting in 3, 2, 1, Lego!
And the Robot Dominator comes out strong, going through the bench. Smart Diamond as well. Robot Dominator dropping blue cubes on the boccia. Looks like Smart Diamond's going for the same, and they drop the red cube. Robot Dominator back in the setup area, as well as the Smart Diamonds. Both teams setting up for their next mission, and Smart Diamond is off. Looks like they're heading towards the step counter. Looks like both teams are on the step counter. And Smart Diamond going for the pull-up bar. And looks like Smart Diamond drops a couple cubes in the other boccia area. And Smart Diamond's back to base, setting up for their next mission. And so is the Robot Dominators. 1 minute left. Smart Diamonds look like they're heading towards the precision. And they just pull up the row machine and get it inside of the circle. 30 seconds left. And Smart Diamonds are moving the weight machine as Robot Dominators try and go for the row machine. And it looks like they try to flip a tire. 15 seconds left. This is a close one. 10 seconds left. The Robot Dominators get the weight machine. And the Smart Diamonds are dancing. And so is the Robot Dominators. Both teams barely finishing with that dance. Karthik, can we get some scores?
Well, I mean, I think we need to tally those up because this scores are going to be high. Wow, the action in the match, fabulous. The amount of missions the teams got done, the precision of the turns, the most of the time when you're doing these, when you're programming a robot, error accumulates, but there was so little error because everything was so precise. That was beautiful to see. I am absolutely ready to see these scores, so let's take a look at them. Our first score for team 5932 Robo Dominator, 455 points. Boom, shakalaka, you don't know Chief Raka. And on the right side, team 45025 Smart Diamond, 520 points. We saw a 525 earlier today. That's awesome. Way over the threshold, 520. The highest score in the world that we know about, if you know of a higher one, tell us, is 590. So these Ontario teams are right up there on the cusp of being the tops in the world. So much excitement. Hey, Caitlin, Jeremy, thank you so much. Did you two have fun today?
Yeah, we both had an absolute blast. Those were some great games, and we had a great time. I wanted to thank you for having us, and thanks to the chat for being supportive for our game announcing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was absolutely great having all of you. Now, stay tight, watch some Spotlight presentations, play the Kahoot, and check out the awards, but also get yourself some Doritos. I think you deserve them.
Might be going for the nacho cheese.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you. And now, before we get going with the rest of the event, let's take a look at a word from another one of our sponsors, this time, Enbridge. thank you to Enbridge for all your generous support. So not only have the team designed and built and programmed robots like the ones you saw completing all those 2.5 minute matches, they've also developed solutions to real world problems related to this year's replay challenge theme. And by developing a solution, like we're not just talking about like, hey, let's try and answer a question. They're finding really hard problems like that need to be solved in our society and coming up with actual inventions and business plans to go with them. It is really, really impressive. And we have the opportunity at this remote event to take a look at some of their presentations, to get a look behind the curtain. So this is going to be really exciting. So our first spotlight presentation is from Team 1567, the Sporty Piggies.
Hey, do you want to play soccer?
Sorry, I can't.
Why?
Well, I have diabetes and I have to have an insulin pump, and I don't want to break it.
Wait, I have something for you.
What is that?
It's a PPP pump protector pack.
Wow.
Put your pump here and loop the tube loosely, and there you go.
Thank you. Now let's go play soccer.
First, we had a few brainstorming sessions to decide which problem we are going to study. At the end, we had to choose between disability, motivation, and technology. We have chosen disability, and more precisely diabetes, because it is a very common problem, and we found out that we know many people who are suffering from diabetes. Diabetes is a disease that affects your body's ability to process sugar. There are two types of diabetes, and people who have type 1 diabetes must take insulin as a part of their treatment. Many of them now have to wear an insulin pump at all times. We have studied the work of different people and organizations that help people with diabetes. For example, I Challenge Diabetes, Diabetes Canada, and Team Novo Nordisk, which is a professional cycling team that consists of athletes with diabetes. We also talked to a few people who exercise and live with diabetes, but our two biggest experts were Dr. Prendergast and Coach Christie. Dr. Prendergast is a former athlete and a sports doctor. She told us about her experiences and helped us see all kinds of problems that athletes face while dealing with special conditions.
Craig Christie is a baseball coach for the Bluerdale baseball team. He contracted diabetes in 2010. He has to wear an insulin pump, but he still stays active. He gave us examples of many athletes who live with diabetes. For example, Max Domi, an NHL hockey player who is diabetic, Jay Cutler, a former NFL quarterback, and Adam Duvall, a Major League Baseball player. Craig told us a lot about his experiences. He showed us how the pump works. He also helped us to find a problem to solve.
People who have diabetes and who wear an insulin pump are afraid to be active and play sports because they are afraid of breaking the pump. Even athletes who have diabetes and wear an insulin pump always have to watch out with what they do so the insulin pump doesn't get damaged. So we decided to protect it. Our solution is a case that is made out of soft but impact-resistant material like foam. The pump will be attached inside and the case will cover the pump, the needle patch, and the sensor, if there is one.
Inside the case, pump will be attached with Velcro and the tube will be rolled on a mini wheel loosely so that it does not snap. Protector pack will be worn on a belt that goes around your waist where the pump is attached.
When we added up the price of the materials, we can estimate the price to be around $20. The price of manufacturing will be around $20 per pack. So the total price will be around $50, which is acceptable considering all the advantages.
There are other insulin pump cases, but ours is unique. Our case is designed not only to carry the pump, but also to protect it from damage. It was specifically made for sports.
We have shared our invention with the coach Craig Christie and Mr. Frank Riga. Craig said that this case only carries the pump, not the accessories. He suggested that we think about comfort because the belt is worn near the skin. After this review, we decided to add a layer of comfortable, moisturized material to the back of the pack where it touches the skin. Another review, Mr. Frankrega said that they make accessories like this for sports. However, nothing that is made out of a foam material to prevent damage. Also, he thinks it is great to keep a pump like his nice and snug to the bottom during extreme workouts, as it can tend to bounce around a lot.
Well, thank you to the Sporty Piggies for that very informative and detailed presentation. It's just amazing to see the things that teams are coming up with. Like, wow, really well researched, well thought out, nicely done by the Sporty Piggies. Now, let's take a look at another spotlight presentation, this time from Team 3436, the Ascenders.
Hello, judges. We're Team 3436, the Ascenders, and here's our project presentation.
Hi, I'm visually impaired, and I would love to schedule a rock climbing session for today.
Oh, well, we're very sorry, but we don't provide services for the visually impaired here.
Ah.
This is a scenario that should never happen, not just because it's a motivated person who wants to exercise, but because it's a visually impaired person who cannot do something as it is not accessible.
We started our season wondering if we could motivate others to exercise. However, we realized we can't do that.
Why not?
After exhaustive research on why people don't exercise and the excuses they use, we realized that no matter our innovative solution, people still might not try it. So we changed our focus to people who are already motivated but can't exercise because they can't access it.
We had lots of ideas, but the one which appealed to us the most is rock climbing for the visually impaired.
Why did you choose this over other ideas?
There are many Canadians that have or could have sight loss. They have limited exercise and sporting options and often have large learning curves for accessible sports. Rock climbing can be fun and accessible for visually impaired people for a limited price and little training. It provides a large sense of accomplishment.
How did you collect data and research to continue your project?
We created 2 surveys. One to find out how visually impaired people felt about rock climbing and if they preferred exercising individually or with a group. The second was for 5 rock climbing facilities in the GTA to find out how visually impaired accessible they are.
At this time, we thought smart technology would be our solution, as we were researching the BrainPort and the Moonboard. The BrainPort sends tactile signals to the user's tongue, which can allow the user to participate in exercises such as running with enough practice. The Moonboard has lights which indicate the best path of a bouldering wall for sighted people. We wanted our research to lead us to the solution of a combination smart wall.
Best expert is your target audience, so we zoomed with Martin Purcell. Without sight at the age of 5 and now in his 30s, he rock climbs and was happy to share with us. We wanted to know if he thought our smart technology idea could make a difference to access the sport. After much discussion, he thought a non-sighted person's needs are varied, so he said no. His feedback was to kiss our solution.
We had found a YouTube video where someone created a scaled relief wall with Legos to help his blind friend rock climb. It was a Lego plate with Lego pieces that represented the handholds that were on the climbing wall.
This gave us a solution and a way to make it better. So we designed a 3D relief model scale 1 to 60 of a climbing wall with holes to put specialized handhold pegs in. This will allow a VIP to feel the layout of the wall before they climb it.
Our future product, the Ascend Board, will be priced at around $40 and purchasable on our Also Future website.
So, why did you choose a physical relief board over a technology-based approach?
We weighed the pros and cons of the 2 ideas, and with further feedback from Martin, we decided at this time that the KISS solution was better. However, we do have future ideas for our smart solution.
When we zoomed with the owner of True North Climbing, John Gross, he gave us feedback on his solution, and he said that he could easily implement it in his facility.
For a reaction to our solution from a VIP that doesn't currently rock climb, we zoomed with Emily Miller, a VIP from Louisiana who had answered our survey. She gave us a lot of feedback on her experience as a non-sighted rock climber. When we asked her about our solution, she said that a tactile relief mat would definitely help her. This further supported our KISS solution.
We then identified a problem with our relief board idea. A teammate brought up the problem of the excess holes in the board. Will they confuse the user?
When we discussed the unused holes on the release board with Martin, he sent us a link with a product called Braille Doodle. It's a plastic board with a pen that fills in small holes on a board to help someone understand Braille. We all felt that if a VIP could use Braille Doodle, then the open holes wouldn't be an issue.
To understand how rock climbing facilities design their walls, we went back to John from True North Climbing. He put us in touch with El Dorado Climbing, who created their climbing walls. We also made an online 3D relief map of his wall design that he sent us.
This is a scenario that should happen after we implement our solution.
You're all set for your rock climbing appointment. We just installed an ascend board.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Well, thank you for giving that presentation, because that was really fantastic. So cool to see all the neat things that teams are doing. And, these are real world problems. And I really like that they focused on, accessibility, which is such an important thing. We talk a lot about equity, diversity, and inclusion first, and accessibility really factors into that, because there's a lot of people who don't have the same opportunities that we do because of different levels of abilities. And it's really important to make sure that everyone is engaged so everyone has these opportunities. Like First Lego League Challenge. So we saw those presentations, but let's go back to the matches again and talk about the standings. So we have the standings to show you. Now remember, every team actually played 3 matches. We only showed the highest scoring one here. So here's the rankings based on all 3 matches for all the teams. We see that 520-point score put up by Smart Diamond. It is at the top of the leaderboard, but there's many more scores, and you can see the scores for every team that competed here this week at the Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament. Congratulations to the teams. So before we get to the awards, I think it's time to have a little bit of fun. I mean, we've been having fun with everything we've been doing, but why don't we play a game? Why don't we do some Kahoot First Lego League Challenge trivia? And why don't we give away some prizes? That's right, we have prizes available for anyone who finishes in the top 3 of this trivia challenge. So head on your mobile devices or whatever you're using to kahoot.it and punch in the code 778-9392. And while you do that, I'll tell you what you're playing for. You're playing for prizes of First Canada swag. That's right, you could get a First Canada toque, maybe a First Canada hat, First Canada moleskin notebook. There's all sorts of good things available to you. But the way you win is finishing in the top 3 of this First Lego League Challenge trivia competition. So everyone is eligible. Come on in. We've had about 70 players playing each game so far today. A lot of the questions are things you might know from the game, things you might have learned at opening ceremonies, for example. All sorts of good action happening with the Kahoot. I see you in chat asking me to dab, but guys and gals, dabbing kind of ended in 2016, 2017. So I don't think we're going to be doing any dabbing today. I did throw some hard dabs back in the day, but today we're just going to focus on the Kahoot Challenge and Lego and all that sort of good stuff. Sorry. Well, maybe when we do an in-person event, I'll do a dab, because I think that's when we'll save it for. But if you want to see some dance moves, I'll do the sprinkler. The sprinkler is a good one. Or, roadie boat, signal the plane, parachute, all good stuff. Just saying. All right, we're getting more players into our Kahoot challenge here. 57 people so far. I think it's time to get started. All right, Windsor Team Showcase. Let's do this as I'm doing the lawnmower. How many points will your team earn if your robot fits in the large inspection space? The large inspection space is what we're asking about this time. 15, 5, 10, or 0? Get your answers in. The differentiated inspection spaces are a newer part of First Lego League Challenge. Makes things a little bit more interesting. You can't just bring 8 million things to the table anymore. All right, and the correct answer was 0 points. 20 of you got it. Nicely done. So let's take a look at our standings. First place, Arctic Impala, Funny Jaguar, and Rocky Macaw on the cusp right here. So our second question. Which of the following is not a past FLL Challenge season? Volcanic Panic, Mission Mars, Antarctic Adventure, or Ocean Odyssey? A lot of those sound familiar to me, so how are you going to figure out which one was not an actual season? Do a little bit of research, ask your friends. You know, you can do a phone a friend. Probably even Google it with the amount of time we're giving you. All right, there we go. Antarctic Adventure. Nicely done. I'm sorry you can't see my dance moves while the Kahoot's going on, but you're missing some good stuff back here. I'm just having my dance party while you're playing Kahoot. So let's take a look at the the standings. New leader, Red Unicorn. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What percentage of countries have first legally challenged teams? 85? 45, 65, 25. There's approximately 203 countries in the world, so that'll help you come up with your answer. You know, a lot of countries, you know, when you watch the opening ceremonies of the Olympics or you watch the opening ceremonies of the First Lego League World Festival, you see all those countries coming out. It's really good stuff. All right, the answer is 45%, which makes sense because there's about 88 countries that have First Lego League Challenge teams, which is really neat. So, even split right there. Let's see what that does to the standings. Another new leader, the Social Swan. How graceful. On to our next question, our fourth question. In what year was the first FLL Challenge released? 1999, 2009, 2004, or 2014? We actually kind of gave this one away during the opening ceremony, so it's up to you to see if you were paying attention. The first Lego League Challenge. Big range between the answers here, so you know you can probably rationalize this one out. You know, use a little bit of logic. Correct. The answer is 1999. 33 of you got it. Let's take a look at the standings. Funny Jaguar. Ha 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 ha. Are we laughing at your spots? Is that what we're doing here? Okay, let's go to the next question. We're halfway through this Kahoot. Which of the following is not one of the core values? Discovery, exclusion, innovation, or impact? Like we said earlier, one of these things just doesn't belong. Trying to figure out which one is not a core value. Jake on Twitch 123 seems pretty confident that they have the answer. I think they do too. And the correct answer is exclusion. Nicely done, folks. And our leaderboard. Is the Funny Jaguar still in first place? Yes, they are. Nice job, Funny Jaguar. But that cute alpaca is just behind ya. Alpaca? Alpaca? Okay. Next question. What type of sensor is this? Ooh, is it a gyro, touch sensor, color sensor, or ultrasonic? The image depicts, there's a pretty big giveaway right there at the very top of the sensor. A little bit of a hint for you. Time running down. Let's see what the answer is going to be. 50 of you got it correct. It is a gyro. Now, for a look at the standings, only 2 questions left after this. Funny Jaguar still holding on to that lead, but that cute alpaca is right there. And now we're going to jump on to another question. In what position must the step counter be to earn 15 points? Bottom of the pink, bottom of the blue, bottom of the yellow, or bottom of the green? That's where the bottom of the pointer is on one of those colors. Step counter is like a really cool mission this year because it's one of those ones where you can't go too fast, but you can't go too slow. It's like, it really takes some finesse to do it properly. We've seen some teams do a really good job of it. Okay, correct answer is bottom of the yellow. They call me mellow yellow. 30 people got it correct, and we will see what that does to the standings here. Kahoot Challenge, Windsor remote qualifying event. Bunny Jaguar just keeps holding on to that lead. One question left. Let's see if Arctic Impala or Red Unicorn can catch up. What does FIRST stand for? What does FIRST stand for? For innovating robotics by student teams, fearing individuals ruining science technology, fighting intellectuals over robotics screaming terrors, or for inspiration and recognition of science and technology. Last question of the Kahoot Challenge, last chance to earn points to possibly win some FIRST Canada swag. And the correct answer is for inspiration and recognition of science and technology. 48 of you got that one right. So let's take a look at the standings. Third place, we have Red Unicorn. Second place, Arctic Impala. And first place, that's right, the Funny Jaguar. Hey, if you are the top three, take a screenshot right now showing your username. Send an email to communications@firstroboticscanada.org to claim your prize. FIRST Canada swag, maybe a toque, maybe some socks, something good is going to be coming your way. So communications@firstroboticscanada.org. If one of our moderators can drop an email in chat, that would be much appreciated. Well now folks, welcome to the Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament closing and awards ceremony. What a terrific event we have had. Great job by all the teams, and we are now ready to do some awards. But before we do that, we are very fortunate to have major sponsors from government and from industry who have seen the value in this program and have demonstrated their support with financial gifts. The provincial government has backed our program with funds once again this year so that we've been able to financially support the growth of this great program through funding for new teams and events, including this fabulous event right here. It has been fantastic to see companies such as Magna, Hatch, Amazon, Synex, Qualcomm, and OPG supporting our mission. And before we get to the team awards, we'd like to again recognize the contributions of all the volunteers. That's right, the judges, referees, and planning committee members who helped make this event possible. Thank you so much for all your hard work. It is truly appreciated. All right, now it's time to hand out some awards. Our first award is the Engineering Excellence Award. This award celebrates a team with an effectively designed robot, an innovative project solution that effectively addresses the season challenge, and great core values evident in all they do. The Engineering Excellence Award goes to team number 51306, Technograms. The next award is the Rising All-Star Award. This award celebrates a team that the judges notice and from whom they expect great things in the future. The Rising All-Star Award goes to team number 1567, the Sporty Piggies. The Coach Award. Coaches and mentors inspire their teams to do their best, both as individuals and together. And without them, there would be no First Lego League. This award goes to the coach or mentor whose leadership and guidance is clearly evident and best exemplifies the first core values. Our Coach Award goes to a mentor from team 51306, Damian Lozada. I kept going on that one. I really like that song. That's a sprinkler-worthy song right there. Congratulations, Damien, on a very well-deserved award. It is now time to present our core awards. Our first core award is the Innovation Project Award. This award celebrates a team that utilizes diverse resources for their innovation project to help them gain a comprehensive understanding of their problem, have a creative, well-researched solution, and effectively communicate their findings to the judges and the community. The Innovation Project Award goes to team number 22062 LaSalle Rosie Bots. The next award is the Robot Design Award. This award celebrates a team that uses outstanding programming principles and solid engineering practices to develop a robot that is mechanically sound, durable, efficient, and highly capable of performing challenge missions. The Robot Design Awards go to team number 45025 Smart Diamond. Next, the Robot Performance Award. This award celebrates a team that scores the most points during the robot game. Teams have a chance to compete in at least 3 2-minute and 30-second matches, and their highest score counts. And we saw those matches today, and wow, they were something else. Our Robot Performance Award goes to team number 45025 Smart Diamond. 520 points. One of the top scorers in all of the world. The Core Values Award. This award celebrates a team that displays extraordinary enthusiasm and spirit, knows they can accomplish more together than they could as individuals, and shows one another and other teams respect at all times. The Core Values Award goes to team number 27091 UMS Team Fitness Fix. Our next award is the Champions Award, the most prestigious award in First LEGO League Challenge. This award celebrates a team that embodies First LEGO League Challenge experience by fully embracing our core values while achieving excellence and innovation in robot performance, robot design, and the Innovation Project. We will be handing out 3 Champions Awards today. Winners of the Champions Award qualify for the Ontario First LEGO League Challenge Provincial Championship, which will be taking place on May 15th as part of the First Canada Digital Expo. It'll be a great virtual event just like this one. In third place, we have team number 27345 Activate One. And in second place, team 37527 Brave Robots 3000. And our first place team, team number 5932 Robo Dominator. Congratulations to our Champions Award winner. Now, joining our 3 Champions Award winners at this year's Remote Provincial Championship in May, there are 5 additional teams advancing from the Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament. So please join me in congratulating these teams, starting with 1567 Sporty Piggies, 3436 The Ascenders, 22062 LaSalle Rosie Bots, 27091 UMS Team Fitness Fix, and 51306 the Techno Grands. Congratulations to all those teams on advancing to the Provincial Championship. Folks, this concludes the closing and award ceremonies for this weekend's First LEGO League Challenge Windsor Remote Qualifying Tournament. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. Thank you to the people who've been here all day long for our triple header of FLL Challenge action. Been spectacular, so much fun, so many great robots, presentations, spirit, energy. I've been having fun. I hope you've been having fun wherever you are. And please join us again for other regional qualifying tournaments to see more amazing teams in action to celebrate their learning accomplishments throughout the replay season. We'll be back here next week at 10 a.m. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. with the Waterloo Remote Qualifying Tournament. So tune in for that. It'll be fun. Tune in for provincials. Tune in to First Canada Live Tuesday at 7 o'clock for a recap of all the action that happened today. And everyone, have a good afternoon. Stay safe. Remember your core values and gracious professionalism. And we will see you all sometime soon. Bye, everyone.
Conclude this evening's entertainment.